Yes, sir. It's the 9 to 5 Sports Guys. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
What's happening? It's your boy Nam.
And it's a sad day today. Well, it's a happy day because we finally found a new location, new studio. So, we can bring out some more content. But it's a sad day for the New York Jets. I'm not even going to play what I played prior to this, but everybody know what happened to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers went down 4 snaps into his Jet career. The worst part about it was the anticipation leading up to him playing for the Jets. He came out with the American flag on 9/11 like Captain America. Represented a lot.
Yo,
for
I ain't gonna even hold you. That it looked like a Super Bowl.
Yes.
The way they had him coming out, dog.
Yes.
It looked like a Super Bowl, man.
And I remember, what I was doing. I had cooked. I had my beers ready, and boom, game started.
Four plays,
yeah,
right?
Listen,
4 plays in.
4 plays in. He gets tackled, goes down. Now, the first thing is, being a New Yorker and a Jet fan, you don't think the worst. You think high ankle sprain.
Right.
He'll be back.
But then when you see the replay.
When you see the replay, not only the replay, once he got up, looked to the sideline and did like this.
And sat back down.
Everything, just my body shut down.
Flipped the table.
I could not believe it.
You flipped the table.
I don't know how you can have a high and a low in that amount of time.
In a matter of 30 minutes.
30. It
It
wasn't 30
wasn't even
minutes.
that.
No,
It
but
was
I'm
5
saying.
minutes into the
the
game.
first drive.
No. When I say the high, because remember, like he said, in the beginning, it felt like a Super Bowl.
Right.
So they did the whole pregame.
Oh, yeah, the pregame,
So you
the
pumped
American
up,
flag, and all that.
Yo,
And then you get to that, and the air went out of the building.
let me tell you something. Tampa Bay didn't even introduce Tom Brady like that. This
Right.
dude came out like they were introducing
Like
the
Captain
Super Bowl
America,
players.
like you
Yeah.
said.
But
Like
you got to
Captain
remember,
America.
it's different in New York.
It is
It's
now.
different in New York.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers accepted his role because remember, you saw him at Knicks games. You saw him, you saw him at Rangers games.
Yeah.
He embraced New York, so he goes down first 4 plays of the game, and at that point,
What was your thoughts in the moment? The season is over.
for real, the first thing I thought in my head once he went down was, damn, now we got Zatrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it was a Uno reverse, right?
Yeah,
Instantly.
because for real, when they said and
Reverse.
and normally, you listen to the commentator and they said they bring them to the tent. So
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Then it just get worse. What really hit
They took-
home?
when he came out with the boot, right?
No.
Out of the 10, he came out with a boot.
No. What really hit home is when they put him on a cart. They don't put you on a cart for nothing.
Right. It's usually.
But once they got him in the back, he was walking on the boot like he was walking fine.
Yeah, well, regardless, whether it was a boot on your car or a Timberland boot, the fact that he got on the cart,
it was a wrap.
it was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
Because you know who else was on the cart? Nick Chubb.
He checked out. He's
Yeah,
getting checked
Nick
out.
Chubb had a gruesome injury.
He did have a group,
gruesome.
but my point is they don't put you on the cart unless it's something that you can't walk on.
Right.
So
Yeah.
listen, a high ankle sprain, they can walk him.
Yeah.
Once they put him on the cart, I said that's it.
Yeah.
He hurt something.
Yeah.
Then you had all the Instagram doctors and it's this, that, and the third, and then once they said it. Now, and the sad part about the whole ordeal is that the Jets won the game.
Yeah, defense won that for sure.
Defense.
Yeah.
Defense and special teams.
Josh
Well,
Allen.
Josh Allen played for you guys too.
Yeah, he shout out to Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He has more he scored for us more times than our own quarterback.
Yeah, he played for y'all.
And then
He said Rodgers is down. I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
he put
He gave y'all 3 picks, right?
he put New York on his back.
Yeah, he said, I got it. He's Captain America.
But listen, man, that
Red, white, and blue on.
that really hurt because and then what made it even worse than that was you optimistic New York Jet fans that are saying, oh well, let's give it to Zack Wilson. And I'm like, what have you seen from this guy that makes you believe that he's any good?
You know what I'm gonna say from Zack Wilson's perspective, man. There's a lot of pressure being put on him to perform, and you know, after having Aaron Rodgers come in and be like, okay, now I know I can just work out. I can just work as a backup and, you know, do drills at practice. But then for the man to get hurt, who was potentially hopes was for Super Bowl, now the pressure's back on him, on Zach to perform, and he's making terrible mistakes, man.
Okay.
Pressure mistakes.
So let me ask y'all two: what is Zack Wilson missing?
Everything. He doesn't
He just
see the
doesn't
field.
get it.
Well,
he doesn't read the
let's
he just
not
doesn't get it.
let's not tear his talents down because
Right, he's
you
the
don't
number
make it
2
to
pick, right?
well, you don't make it to
Yeah.
the NFL and
Okay.
get picked up by a team
Right.
by not having talent.
At number 2.
Right.
Now, the funny thing about that is, though, right? And now I might disagree. You got a guy like Lonzo, a lot of pressure. He got a lot of pressure. He came in the league. They said he couldn't shoot. Turned out to be one of the better 3-point shooters.
Right.
Right.
He worked on his
He
mechanics.
worked on his everything
everything.
compared to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons still can't shoot. Now you got
Well, he
this.
can shoot in the offseason.
Yeah,
He just
when
can't
it don't
shoot.
count.
He just don't shoot in the game.
Now you got a guy like Zack
That's a
Wilson, and the
terrible
thing is, it's not like I want to kill Zack Wilson. It's just that for all this talent that I keep hearing, it's not being displayed.
Again, what is he missing? Because the front office whole mindset was Rodgers is going to come in, basically teach him, put him in his wing. Few years, once Rodgers runs out his contract, 2-3 years, Zach is ready. He's going to take over because they didn't release him. They kept him on the roster over.
Well,
Mike
because
Williams
the
or
thing
whatever.
is, unlike San Francisco, they realized they couldn't do nothing with Trey Lance, so
Right.
they cut ties with him.
Right.
The
But
Jets.
that was due to injury. That wasn't due to play.
re-
Injury prone.
regardless.
That's injury prone.
He's
That's
injury
not play.
prone, and he was an asset that they can get something in return.
Yeah.
But see,
Yeah.
here's the thing: you wasted 2 first-round picks just to get Trey Lance. Injury prone or not, he didn't see out his rookie contract.
What if you injured? You can't play. How can you see it out?
Well, I mean, he was injured
Zach
last
Wil-
year. He was injured last year.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Trey Lance was injured last year. I
And
give
the year
you-
before that.
Was he?
Yes.
Well,
They had a quarterback carousel going on there for the past 2-3 years.
That's how Purdy was a third
no,
string.
that was last year, but the year before that, I thought Jimmy
Garoppolo.
G was a starter.
Jimmy G was hurt too, and he came in and
Trey
he got
was
hurt.
already hurt. Then Garoppolo got hurt.
Well, bottom line, they got rid of that problem, and if you can't work in that offense, because that offense is tailor made for quarterbacks.
But the injuries is not what's affecting Zach's game. Zach is affecting his game.
Right? Is it confidence?
That's even worse.
Is it reading the defense? What is there any way? Is there any redeemable quality that he has to where you can see me like in 6 weeks' time he can get better and be like, okay, maybe he can take us somewhere.
No.
He needs a
Zero.
veteran. He had the veteran presence.
Zero.
He had the veteran presence of Aaron Rodgers to
Right.
sit behind
Rodgers
him,
is still
and that
there.
would have made
Listen,
him better.
Nah, that
But
wouldn't
he
have
hasn't. But he got thrown into the fire immediately.
Again,
But see, here's the thing.
first time and second time.
You either
Right.
you either got it or you don't.
So you feel like even if Rodgers watches film with him, there's no way that he can redeem himself and
Listen,
become better.
Aaron Rodgers could do a Freaky Friday and transform into his body, pause, and he's still – Zach Wilson's just not it for New York. Now, I'm not saying that he might not do better somewhere else. New York is just not for him. The first chance he throws a pick, the crowd is booing him. The first chance that he goes 3 and out, the crowd is booing him. New Yorkers just don't like Zach Wilson.
Well, I think a lot of it stems from when they benched him last year, right? When they
For the other dude that went to Miami.
Yeah,
Right.
when they asked him, do you feel like you let the defense down? I think y'all played Minnesota.
No, we
And-
played
and-
New
and-
England.
And he was like, no, we did it. No,
Well, he
I
had an
didn't.
issue then, though.
Yeah, he was just-
some type of what was it that was causing him not to have mobility?
Trash? That was the issue. He was trash.
Nah, man, he was seeing guys and couldn't get the ball to him. Like his mobility was some type of issue that he had.
I can't even co-sign that.
Because
Yeah.
It was a fact. It was
might be.
It was a fact though.
It might be.
He had the yips.
They called it what they called it?
The yips.
I mean, I'm being real.
I
I'm being
don't-
real.
I
It
mean,
was
listen,
a condition that he had.
The condition was he was thrown into the wrong team. That was
Zach
the
is a
condition.
good. Zach is a good. He
That's-
could be a good backup,
That's
but he
the
needs.
definition of an interception,
Yeah.
right?
You dudes are foul, man. Y'all hard.
Hey,
on him,
listen,
man.
listen.
Uh,
No disrespect
Yo.
to Zack Wilson. You know, I'm sure he's talented,
I'm sure he's a number 2 pick for a
but
reason.
he's just not for the
Second
not
best
for the,
quarterback coming out of
Look.
college in the league. I mean, the nation.
Every quarterback
I disagree with
every
that.
quarterback's not made for certain teams, man. It could be a quarterback's coach. It could be, you know what I'm saying. He might, like you say, he may flourish somewhere else, but New York is
Okay, so
that
what about
spotlight is different.
what about Kaepernick? He threw his name in the hat.
Listen, I anybody but Zach.
Should have went and got Carson Wentz or you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying,
Carson
or Trey
Wentz.
Lance or somebody.
Yo, listen,
Andy
here-
Dalton.
hold on.
Before Bryce was getting hurt.
Yeah.
Y'all might disagree with me. I wouldn't have mind bringing back Sam Darnold.
Who?
Yeah, you the
Sam
only person
Darnold.
would have done that though.
Yeah, you're like the commissioner of his fan club.
That's right. Listen, anybody but Zach.
You can forget that though. San Fran got him locked down.
So okay, so you so high on Zach. Would you take him over Ritter?
Nah, I didn't say I was high on him. I was saying that he's in his own way. That spotlight, he's been thrown into the fire twice. You know, he needs to sit behind somebody to learn. There's some quarterbacks that got it when they can come straight and play, and there's some guys that need to sit behind. Jordan Love had the benefit of sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for 4 years. So that's what that's what's making him look good. He throws like him, he runs like him. He has the benefit of doing that. Zach didn't have that. I'm just saying that he needs to be sitting on the bench, sitting behind a guy, a veteran presence, and learning because he wasn't built to come in and lead a team right out the gate.
I agree with one thing you said. He deserved to come off the bench, but just stay there. Moving on.
So where does that put the Jets in that division?
Oh, at the bottom.
Last.
Automatically.
Yeah.
So Rodgers puts you guys at the top of the division. Anybody
Super
else?
Bowl.
Bottom.
Super Bowl.
Well, I ain't gonna say.
That's
Just
Super.
him.
Listen,
That's like
the expectations were Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna
with
say
Aaron
about him
Rodgers.
because there's some guys out there that's backups that's better than Zach right now.
right.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna say
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater.
No, he's not.
yes, he is.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I said he's not with us.
Oh no,
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 I'm
no, no,
saying
no,
he-
no.
he
Oh, you saying that there's backups right now?
that
Yeah.
are better
Oh
than
yeah,
Zach.
Yeah, that's better than Zach.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Baker right now, and Baker's trash. Baker's trash. But yo, the first 2 games he was looking like Oklahoma Baker.
Yeah, he was.
He was balling out.
The headband and all that. Yeah, he was out there
Every time-
dancing.
And the sad part about it is I'm over here watching the game like, God damn.
Why couldn't you get Baker?
I'm rooting for him.
You root for Baker Mayfield.
Son, listen, the Jet season is done. I don't think they can come back, but
Hey, the other 3 teams in that division right now, you can forget even beating the Dolphins. You can cancel that out.
yeah.
Buffalo, you may have a chance against Belichick.
No, we lost to them last week.
Yeah, they
Ah,
don't.
sorry.
And we lost to them at
I
home.
was trying to give you hope.
No, it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
But enough about my team. What's up with the Falcons?
Well, we lost today.
Okay.
We 2-2. The quarterback questions, man. I don't know if Ritter is seeing the field correctly. Sometimes he makes some. Sometimes
You got another Zach Wilson
Zach
problem over there?
no.
Zach Ritter?
No,
He's seeing the wrong people too?
No, he not. I ain't saying he's seeing the wrong people because he makes some good plays, but
When he runs,
the
out,
thing
when
about
he
it-
rolls.
The thing about it is the offensive line. We need to to stop the pressure from coming in because when he isn't pressured, he makes good plays. When he gets pressured, like a lot of guys did, Romo, yada yada yada, those guys they throw interceptions or bad throws. My defense, like I told you, you know what I'm saying? We top 10 already in third down percentage already.
So-
And top 3 of the teams that have allowed the least yards in games.
So let me ask you this. Do you think Taylor Heineke could do a better job?
I wish he had came in today.
they talked about it too. After he threw what, 2 picks?
2 picks.
Well, one of them was a
I
pick.
wish
six.
they had brought
One of
him
them was a
in.
pick six. Yo, for real, there was supposed to be another one, but dude dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
But look, and last week he could have had 2 last week, but they dropped that. I'm saying sometimes you got to bench guys to teach them something.
Like Zack Wilson.
But in his case, and I see a lot of it, the offensive line is not stopping the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he's not pressured, he's making good passes. And thank God for Bijan Robinson because, you know what I'm saying, that guy's a monster.
So what made y'all move on from Mariota initially?
Mariota was garbage. He wasn't even throwing the ball.
Worse than him?
Yes, Mariota was garbage. I didn't like the Mariota thing in the beginning anyway. So
Mariota is your Zack Wilson.
yeah, Mariota was garbage, man. He really was garbage, man. He had so many things going on off the field. He ain't even finished the season out. So, good. Thank you.
See the anger?
Yeah. If I just say if Ritter's if we get our offensive line straight, then we'll be all right. We're good with the rush. We're good with the rush. It's the pass. It's the pass that we, God, they just letting guys rush through there. So
you still think you're gonna win the division?
hey, we 2-2. What's your record? It's early. It's week 4. It's week 4. I'm not gonna count my team
Hey, I
out.
can't say nothing.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a victory yet.
That's okay. We're gonna get to you in a second, though. We'll get to you in a second. We'll get to you in a second.
Okay.
Well,
So-
I got one more question to ask you. Why don't y'all lean on the run game more since you guys have a dynamic running back like that?
I agree.
He's today's Le'Veon Bell, in my opinion.
I agree.
He made
But-
somebody miss earlier
Yeah,
today.
he
That was
can
sick.
catch. He's a more dynamic version of Christian McCaffrey, just
Bigger.
270.
He's just bigger.
Whatever he is.
I agree with that, but you got to have a balance.
Right.
You got to have a balance. One can't work without the other. So I can see that, but I figure if one is not working, you got to go to the other, but you can't stop running.
Okay.
You can't stop running.
And-
You got to keep on running. You got to try that defense down the whole game.
Cordell, he's coming back. Is he? he's
Yeah,
hurt?
they're just holding him out so he can get more healthier, but we're probably going to end up trading him too.
What y'all gonna do with the 2-back system, or y'all just put him back at receiver because he's a receiver?
Well,
right?
we got Tyler Algier and Bijan. So
Right.
that's your two-headed monster right there.
So Cordell, you gonna put him back at receiver?
He would have been a bonus. He can do it all, return, everything. So
Right.
I guess he's just trying to hold out. With a guy his age, he's what 35, something like that.
35 already.
I think he's like 35. You want to hold him as much as you can, let him get healthy and healthy. See
Right.
what the end of the season may bring. But we 2-2. We 500, so that's all right. The Detroit game. Remember, I told y'all. I said that's up in the air. I couldn't choose that one, and glad I didn't. But the Jacksonville game, the way they were dropping balls for the past couple weeks, I figured we would go in there and at least be a tight game.
Yeah.
But it's garbage. Garbage game. On to the next one.
On to the next one. What about your team, the Panthers?
Oh, man, the state of the Panthers is ugly, man.
Y'all picked the smallest quarterback in the draft.
I mean, looking at this dude on the field, it's
Probably ever.
it's like a kid.
Yeah.
But
He looks like a punter out there.
if you can protect him, he can shred you.
I mean, he
but
did make a nice little run of the game.
So you got the same problem I got. That offensive line.
First of all, the offensive line is terrible,
Yeah.
and the team was built overnight, right?
Yeah.
As far as everybody, the staff, most of the players are new on offense.
Yeah.
Running back, everybody. So for a young quarterback to develop his confidence and everything is happening on the fly like that, it doesn't boil over well.
I think y'all need to sign your boy Burns.
Who? Oh,
On defense.
Brian?
Yeah.
I think we have to pay him,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we got a lot of issues everywhere. Injuries have hurt us as well.
Yeah.
Horn, Shaq Thompson.
I mean, y'all got Thielen out there.
Thielen, he's out there. We're trying to make him look like rookie Thielen in Minnesota, and he's 30 whatever,
Yeah.
trying to carry the receiving core.
Yeah.
Joe Mingo's okay, but listen, lately I just watched till halftime. I cut it off. I already know the results.
You got to get your offensive line straight, and that's what your team
I know the
because
results.
he's out in the second game with a concussion already.
Yeah,
You got to get that line square.
the line. It's a lot, man. I think in the future we'll be all right. We got to get some receivers around him, some dynamic receivers that'll be threats down the field. The running, Chuba Hubbard is great. Even Miles Sanders, he's all right as well. But listen, we're gonna be a top 5 pick next year, for sure. For sure.
Again?
Again.
Oh,
For sure. For sure. We'll be lucky to get 4 games.
it's a struggle, man.
I'm serious. We'll be
It's a
lucky to get
struggle.
4 games this year.
You still got Atlanta winning the division?
I'm pulling for the Falcons
I'm
because
still
we
doing
got to
it.
get that case.
I'm still, yeah.
So are we combining records? Like, let's just say we get 4 wins and he gets 9.
Nah,
Are we
nah.
combining that?
It's the y'all got to beat out.
Oh, you
Y'all
can't ask him that now. He's salty.
Listen, y'all got to beat out Derek Carr and Baker Mayfield.
And I like Baker right now. Baker looks great over there.
Look, Mike Evans is trying to have a ball out year because you know he's gonna leave. 'Cause
Yeah.
they don't want to pay him. So
Yeah.
you know he's gonna
Baker
ball
looks
out.
great right now.
He's making Baker look good,
Even Carr.
but they got a flaw. I seen a flaw in them last week. You know you got to play.
Who they played last week?
Is it the Rams?
No,
Uh,
man, look that up. You know,
I'll look it up right now.
yeah, but they had a flaw. You know, pressure on them on their left side is terrible. So, and that's your blind side as a quarterback. So he was running, he was getting sacked. So Godwin ain't really doing nothing. So the Saints, I will say this: Derek Carr, you know, he's injured, he's week to week right now, and they're bringing in Jameis Winston. You know, he's a touchdown to interception ratio type of dude.
50 and 50.
Huh?
You're going to get 50 and 50.
Yeah. So you know,
50 picks, 50 touch. They played the Eagles last week.
that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Eagles. Wow,
The
that's
Eagles.
that Georgia defense. So
Yeah. Philadelphia Bulldogs.
yeah, yeah,
Philadelphia
well,
Bulldogs.
yeah.
Real quick, I know the first 2 games, everybody was talking about Dallas and their defense and how this is one of the greatest defense ever. But then,
85 Bears.
But then,
That's what it was.
crazy thing
85
about it
Bears.
was they played 2 mediocre offenses.
They played New Yorkers.
And yeah, exactly.
That's what
So,
it was. Call it what it is. They played New
they
Yorkers.
played two mediocre teams.
From New York.
But then now listen, the Cardinals, they playing tough. Cause the Cardinals low key could be 3-0.
The Cardinals just played smash mouth
See,
football.
that's ESPN and Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones paying them guys to talk about them. Dallas, I never thought Dallas would have the best defense in the league. Truth be told, I think it's Cleveland.
Cleveland?
I think Cleveland got the best defense in the league. They have allowed 75 yards out of the games played. Now, I mean, like, that's a low number
Yeah.
to have. So, you know, we
San Fran?
just speaking defense. Now,
Yeah,
San Fran
San
would be number 2.
Right. And then Pittsburgh somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
and then Dallas defense down, but they
Dallas defense was just fast.
Yeah. But then
It was
again,
very fast.
you look good
Sideline to sideline.
against bad offensive teams.
Right.
But then you see the Cardinals, they just ran the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And they
just
ran
played
it
smash
right,
mouth football.
right at Michael Parsons.
That's it.
and not to mention, you know, losing Trayvon Diggs, that really
Yeah.
hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he controlled one side of the field.
Right.
And it's
Now you got Gilmore, who's older though.
Yeah.
oh, he's getting burnt. He been
Yeah.
getting burnt.
He's older.
Everybody guys just running right by him. So
Yeah, he's almost like Sherman at when Sherman went to
San
San
Fran.
Fran.
yeah.
He's just older.
I got a question for y'all. We're gonna stick with football. Colorado Buffaloes. What are your thoughts on how Deion's doing and so far they lost yesterday to USC. I'll give you my thoughts, but I just want to hear how y'all think he's doing at Colorado so far.
I'll speak on the games he just played. Okay. TCU they were ranked 17 for a reason. Trash.
Yeah.
Nebraska was already trash. You know what I'm saying? My thing is that's big talk to teams that really didn't have no better defense than you had. So now when you go play Oregon and USC, and he got some more tests coming.
5-star recruits everywhere.
Right. And these guys, Bo Nix is not a slouch.
Oh no. But he's been there like 10 years.
Caleb Williams, well, he was at Auburn, but
He's been in the league for like 10
well, yeah,
years.
Yo, I see
He's
the
like a 7-year senior, bro.
Yo,
right.
I seen a meme that said Bo Nix sat behind Cam Newton.
He played Justin Herbert.
Yo.
Herbert he's been in the league 4
Right,
years now.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
So
at
think
Auburn
about
then. Yeah. But and then you got Caleb Williams, potentially the first 2-time Heisman winner, Heisman Trophy winner. You know,
He's the real deal.
But
Oh no,
he's the real deal.
they got to fix their defense too. Yeah, USC
yeah.
got to fix their defense. But just to that note, Colorado was good. Yeah, his sons are good, but at the same time, his defense is not that good. It's really garbage. So when you start paying powerhouse teams, you can get hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what happened 2 weeks in a row.
What do you think about Shador?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
The quarterback?
Yeah. Where do you realistically? How good is he?
NFL.
That's the question.
NFL prospect, no doubt.
Caleb Williams, is he on the level of Caleb Williams?
No, he ain't Caleb Williams yet.
Yeah, I got.
He's right there below him.
I would say he's a prospect, but he's not ready. What I noticed with the 2 games, right, especially against better defense, he holds onto the ball way too long.
Right.
He tries to create something that's not there.
Right.
Playmakers, man.
And the thing about it is, I understand that, but when you get to the next level, guys are not open. You got to throw them open.
Yeah.
You got to go and tight windows. Yeah.
And you also have to throw the ball and let your playmakers get
in space.
And them 50-50 balls, you gotta throw it up and let your playmakers get the rock. So that's something that he has to learn. I don't know who, he probably has that because he played at Jackson State, that he was one of these elite guys on that level. But now you're on a different level. You're gonna have to, if the play is not there, throw the ball away.
Well, at first he had Travis Hunter, but he
True.
was out.
He should be coming back.
And then
within the next 2 weeks.
this kid from yesterday, Omarion.
He's Omari Miller.
Yeah. This guy.
He's like Odell.
This dude had 108 yards on 2 catches.
Yeah.
He's like Odell.
I was like, who did this guy come out of nowhere? A freshman.
Fast.
Now, granted,
Fast in space.
Shador can make great throws. He threw one dime where dude was falling and the guy was draped over him.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff he can do on the next level. But he takes too many sacks, Pauls.
I got you.
He's the most sacked quarterback in the nation
Because
right
he's
now.
holding the ball.
Yeah.
He's holding it, waiting for something to come down. I don't know who the offensive coordinator is, but listen, it's all right. This is my camera. It's all right to throw a 5-yard pass.
Oh, yeah.
Why does everything have to be a home
Especially
run?
if you're down 14.
It's a
Why
right
are you
to,
running the ball? Like yesterday, they ran the ball so much that last drive. Like you got to move the chains.
We gave Deion this year. I mean, they've already exceeded the expectations, so we already knew
They gave 2 games, right?
They won 1 last year.
Nah, I think they gave him like 3. They said they would
2.
win 3
Yeah, they
games
said they
this
only
year.
win 2 games this year.
2, yeah.
2, yeah.
Yeah, he's already at it.
Yeah. So
next year he should have a high recruiting class.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I suspect him to be a little bit better, but he gonna get his growing pains here through this next half of the season.
you know who else is gonna have growing pains? Everybody in the Eastern Conference in the NBA. But we'll talk about that after the break.